Felicitous greetings, fellow fanatics.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Ad the Fanatic, and today we're going to be taking a look at The Market, a pocket-sized, filler-length resource management game by Anthem Creations. The Market will be hitting Kickstarter soon, and I'll be sure to add the link into the description when the campaign is up. Keep in mind that this is a tabletop simulator prototype, and the final physical product may differ from what is shown here. The Market is a filler-length card game made for 2 players, though there's also a solo mode included, and you can buy a second set to play with 3 or 4 players. In order to play with 2 players, each player will start with 3 resource cards representing their stockpiles of compost, fiddleheads, and synthlight. For the first player, these will all start on 0, though the second player immediately takes 1 resource of their choice, rotating the cards so that the one side is facing upwards for them. On your turn, you'll be able to take one of 3 actions. Firstly, you can simply gather to acquire temporary resources. When you do this, you'll gain 2 temporary resources, either 2 of 1 or 1 each of 2, and rotate the appropriate cards to match. Note that you can never hold more than 3 of a temporary resource. The second action you can take is Explore. To explore, you reveal the top card of the market and immediately have the option of buying it. If you're unwilling or unable to do so, you place it in the middle of the table and reveal another card. If you don't buy this one either, you take 1 temporary resource as a consolation prize. Finally, you have the option to simply purchase a card that's already in the middle of the table. When you buy a card, whether it's from an Explore or a purchase action, you'll take the card in question and place it underneath the appropriate temporary resource, where it gives you 1 permanent resource you can use each turn, making it easier to buy future cards. Additionally, most cards provide a number of hope points. In order to win the game, you must obtain 10 hope before your opponent does. To do so, you'll need to balance getting cheap cards to build up your economy, then transitioning to taking more expensive cards which give more hope. And that's really all there is to a 2-player game. For a single-player game, things are done fairly differently. You no longer have the option to gather temporary resources. Rather, you may draw a card from the deck. Before you do, you have to decide whether you'll take it into your hand or put it into the middle of the table where it can be purchased. When you take a card into your hand, you may discard it at any time to gain its cost as temporary resources. Though, as before, you have a maximum of 3 for each. Any in excess of this are simply wasted. The game goes until the deck is exhausted and you're unable to buy any more cards, at which point you'll count up your hope and see how well you did. In conclusion, whether you play by yourself or with a friend, The Market is an enjoyable little filler. It definitely reminds me a lot of Splendor, the way that you start out by gathering temporary resources, produce permanent resources, which you then in turn use to buy more expensive cards that give you victory points. Unlike Splendor, you can fit this one in your pocket and play it in about 5 minutes. Probably twice that if you're teaching to a new player. As this is an unfinished product, I'll not be giving The Market a formal review score at this time. However, I wish it well on Kickstarter and hope to be taking a closer look at it in the near future. If you're interested in learning more, links are included in the description. But what about you? What do you think of The Market? What other filler games do you enjoy? If you have any questions, remarks, or opposing points of view, leave them in the comments down below. And please remember to like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell. Until next time, farewell, fellow fanatics. Thank you again for watching. I have plenty more to share with you if you're interested. You can click up here above my head to subscribe to my channel. You can click over here on my monitor to see the most recent video that I've worked on. Or if you prefer, you can click up here to open this mysterious vault and see what video that the YouTube algorithm has picked just for you.